It's one thing to play popcorn. It's another thing to actually dance to it. And Kelly Webb, for crying out loud.
So are there any lyrics, or is this just like what they think popcorn sounds like?
Yeah, there are lyrics. What are they, Kelly?
There are no lyrics.
There are.
Are there really?
Yeah, sing them.
I don't know what the lyrics are.
Popcorn.
No.
Well, you did have somebody come to your defense there on Twitter.
Was it a relative?
Camille Webb. No, Camille says that she has it as her ringtone. So,
See?
this'll just destroy your
I know.
inner mind. Listen to this, but yeah, it's good.
Okay.
But my buddy Common Sensei says, stay tuned for more of Kelly Webb's hits, including One Tin Soldier and Delta Dawn, all coming up in the hit parade.
I didn't ask for Muskrat Love.
Oh, you want to hear Muskrat Love?
No, don't. Okay, please. No, everybody's going to hate me worse. Don't.
The Muskrat came out and saw its shadow, and we have 2 more hours of misery. By the way, I got to clarify this. It's apparently on social media, everybody's like now thinking that because of what happened early this morning with Damon, somehow that turned into an attack on the Glover show, which of course it didn't.
No.
In fact, I promoted all the fantastic things about the Sweet 16 and paranormal, but I made a joke about it with Damon. So I'll talk about that because I got to get to Kennedy. And then I'll get to that explanation on the other side of the break. So, I don't want people thinking that Damon was my object of disdain. But I'll get to that in a second. Of course, Kennedy's thinking, I can't believe this dude. I was an MTV VJ, DJ, and this dude's playing popcorn. You got to be kidding me. No. I mean, just
now I'm going to take a handful of pills.
I know. Kennedy, weeknight's a great show. Golly, I just love it. You haven't been? Well, let's see. I'm sorry. I try to pay attention to Outnumber as much as I can. But I guess you were on there on a long run, and then I haven't seen you in a while. But maybe I'm just missing something. But I love you there. Love you on your show.
I do Mondays, but
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I saw you on Greg's show the other night. You did a great job there. So
I'm Greg Gutfeld.
Yeah, I know. That's a very entertaining show.
Yeah, it's really they've found their way, which is awesome.
Right.
He's such a good guy, and I love going on that show. And he makes me laugh every time. He's a good one.
Boy, I tell you, he knows how to eviscerate people when he needs to. That's for sure. So,
I know. I love it.
Kennedy, what are you thinking about this deal regarding the judge? Now, apparently everybody likes to say, this is horrible for Donald Trump to be tweeting out about the judge, and now he's going after the spokesman for the senator regarding Gorsuch and everything else. And I mean, to me, I'm not really bothered by the president's tweets, but what do you think about all this?
No, I just, I don't want it to become a distraction.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's like, just, focus on what's important. Don't get caught up in the nonsense. Believe me, I'm a fan of effective tweeting and evisceration, and I do think it's entertaining, but I just want to make sure that he's exercising proper time management. That's all.
Right. Because sometimes it just seems like it's unnecessary. I mean, I like it sometimes when he'll poke the media, that kind of thing. But then you start getting into the weeds about, Vietnam service and all this kind of stuff. You're thinking, okay, it's fine. You're doing fine. Just kind of,
Exactly. Like, you're doing good. Like, don't even focus on this stuff. Water off the duck's back. It's, the kind of stuff you tell your kids at school. Just because someone says something doesn't mean you have to engage and respond every time someone says something you don't like.
Boy, isn't that true? That is what we tell the kids, because there are people, because actually at some point, once they're on to you about that, they'll keep going, because that's their way of being able to kind of keep you distracted yourself.
Yeah, and that's what Elizabeth Warren's going to do. That's what a bunch of the press is going to do, and it's going to become such a distraction that the important stuff falls by the wayside, and all of a sudden we're not talking about tax cuts and Obamacare, and that's bad for business.
Boy, speaking of Elizabeth Warren, she is seemingly dead serious. I mean, I have no doubt that she is ready to rock and run for president in 2020, and you can just tell she's getting out there.
Oh, that's exactly what she's doing. She is, she's posturing. She's taking pages out of his playbook. And that's her ultimate goal. She wants to run the place. She feels that she's the smartest person in the room, and she is best set to run the country. And a progressive will get into the ground because she'll raise taxes. There will be all sorts of new entitlements. If Congress flips to the Democrats, and we are going to become, not that we're not already, but a nation of total extremes.
Right. And that's why I think the president needs to tackle some of these very serious domestic economic issues early on, because my take on Elizabeth Warren is that I think a lot of people who previously would have been open to her kind of blue-collar economic message were the ones who actually turned to Trump during the campaign. And so she's got to – so as long as you keep her talking about Bull Connor and all that other garbage – you can distract, but President Trump has to get on these things that the blue collar voters voted for him for, and he's to tackle it right away.
These are not party people. These are not ideologues. These are people who don't have jobs or have jobs that don't afford them, any sort of a normal lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's like what we grew up as knowing is normal. It's like it's not like that for people anymore, and no one wants to live broke anymore. And no one wants to live with uncertainty, and, they are not invested in a human being. They are invested in themselves and their families, and if this president and this Congress don't deliver, they'll switch.
Oh, I totally agree. Well, Kennedy, thank you.
And it's funny because Elizabeth Warren, for her multitude of flaws, is one of the few Democrats who tapped into that sort of blanket pain from a totally different angle.
Yeah.
And, she and Bernie are really similar in that way. She just happens to be a little bit more passionate about it. And, that passion resonates with weirdo hippies and people who just want jobs that feel no one's looking out for them.
I like to make fun of her, but she is a person to be feared. She's not like Pelosi or any of these other goofballs out there. She's a little bit more well put together in that regard. So,
yeah, no, she's the opposite of the Pelosi in that Pelosi is completely out of touch.
Right.
Nancy Pelosi has lost her mind. Elizabeth Warren is far more calculating, and that brand of ideology will resonate with people who are still suffering.
Right on.
Hoop-de-doo and a do.
Yeah. All right. All right. Kennedy, thank you so much, and thank you for your patience regarding the music. I'll never do that to you again.
Oh, Jamie, how dare you? My feelings.
I know. At Kennedy Nation, check her out tonight, 7 o'clock CST on FBN. Thank you, dear.
Love it.
Good talking to you.
Talk to you soon.
You too.